Hey y'all, it's Ohan here coming at you from the floor of an edit suite. So this is where I am in my life, and I'm working on it. This week we're talking about voice dysphoria. I don't have much to say about it because I recently meaning like within a month or so, posted a 1-year video on my personal channel, and it's a singing comparison video. My relationship with my voice dysphoria was really complicated because I was a singer-songwriter, and so I wasn't really dysphoric about my singing voice, which I know sounds strange maybe to some people who do have that kind of dysphoria, but it was just like comfortable and natural and familiar to me, so like it didn't really bother me. My voice dysphoria was mainly when speaking and just having to interact with people, just like regularly talking, and that was actually one of like the main things that was really kind of making me doubt myself and doubt starting hormones, because I was really afraid of what would happen to my singing voice. And so I feel like a lot of this is addressed in my 1-year video. I'll still throw in like a little pre-T singing clip and I don't know, like a year-ish on T singing clip, just so you can hear the difference.
I'm just glad I'm still around. I'm even more glad when things are down. You came to break me. Oh, you came to save me.
Evil's in my pocket and your wit is in my hand. Oh, your wit is in my hand. And I'll throw you in the current that I stand upon so still. And she's looking through the wrong, and she's looking through the wrong, and she's looking through the wrong end of a telescope. Turn it around, turn it around. I would say the main difference now with my voice is that it's just kind of harder to find. It's like harder to find a range, and I can't really go that high and I can't really go that low right now where I am in my transition. It's like a kind of a mid-rangey thing. So I do have voice dysphoria when I sing, because I just feel like I can't work with that much right now. So it makes me, I don't know if that would be dysphoria, but it's more of just like frustration. And then as far as like speaking dysphoria, I don't really have it. I think my voice, I know some folks have periods when they're on T that their voice drops really noticeably. I feel like because I had a whole bunch of problems starting on T, there was like a little bit in my body, but there wasn't that much, and then I just kept adding slowly and slowly. It didn't really, I don't recall there ever being like a significant drop. It was very gradual over time, so it's almost like I've just gotten used to hearing my voice, and this is what it sounds like, and like, I guess to most people it sounds like a dude's voice, but like in my brain, I feel like because of dysphoria, like I can't even hear it properly. Like I don't even know what it sounds like. It sounds like my voice, but I can't gender it. It doesn't make sense to me as a gendered voice. Also with my inflections and just kind of the way I talk. I always thought that at pre-T I kind of had a deep voice, and I didn't really talk that feminine with feminine inflections, and now for whatever reason I just hear them more. I don't think it's they've gotten more. I think it's just how it's always been, but maybe just because the frequency of my voice has deepened, now maybe I notice them more. I have no idea. These are all just hypotheses. But what I would say is, you know, if you're pre-teen, if you're struggling with voice dysphoria, like I know there are tons of people who can offer advice as like things you can do. I didn't really try to change anything about the way I spoke. Like, I guess for me when I was pre-T, while not passing or not being read as male was definitely unpleasant, I didn't want to change who I was just so I could pass. So like, people say, what should I wear so I can pass, or how should I talk so I can pass? And it was kind of just like, I'm gonna talk how I want to talk, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm not passing right now in the world, and to be honest, I don't think any way I talk or anything I wear is going to make that happen. So I'd rather just be myself and focus on goals that are going to change that, like testosterone. So that was my way of coping with voice dysphoria, because I definitely had it, and I think what was so frustrating is that when I would be read as a man in certain situations and then I had to open my mouth and I had to talk, that's usually when I was discovered, you know, or like when the person would apologize. It was always like my voice was always the giveaway in situations, very few situations where I was read as male preteen. Like I said, I didn't really try to do anything about it because I just personally didn't care. I didn't think that I could really alter my voice in a way that would make me sound more male. So I was kind of just like, I'm just gonna try to do what's comfortable for me, wear what I want, say what I want, say what I want, how I want to say it. The world is gonna perceive that however they do, and that's not my problem. Yeah, it makes me feel shitty most of the time, but I can't control it, and I'm not gonna change myself to be inauthentic just to fit into a certain category. That's how I felt. I'm sure other people have different experiences with it, but I gotta go. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye.